Hello, it's Mark Brown from Pocket Gamer to give you a first look at some of the new and exciting iOS games that hit the App Store this week. Let's take a look. First up, we have Amateur Surgeon 3, which is a silly surgeon simulator from developer Adult Swim. In this game, you'll perform dangerous operations and transplants, but by using inappropriate utensils like a pizza cutter, a chainsaw, or a pair of car batteries. It's a very funny game with sharp writing and absurd characters, and the gameplay is good fun. You have to remember how to deal with each problem, be it shards of glass sticking out of a pancreas or a pair of lungs set in concrete, and then quickly and carefully perform all the right actions with all the right tools without letting your patient die. This one is free to play, so you can buy coins to upgrade your tools or enlist new partners, and those partners need coins or money or time to recharge. Same goes for blood packs. If you fail or quit a level, you must wait half an hour or pay if you want to keep playing. We'll see how all that affects the game in our full review, but for first impressions, Amateur Surgeon 3 is just as creative and funny and compulsive as its pair of predecessors. Mikey Shorts was pretty brilliant. Do you remember that one? It was an iOS platformer where the controls didn't completely suck, and it put an emphasis on time trials, which made it perfect for bite-sized, minute-long mobile sessions. Follow-up, Mikey Hooks, is more of the same, but now with a new hook. A hook, yes, this is inspired by Hook Champ and Bionic Commando and games of that ilk, so you can latch on to these pivot points and then use your grappling hook to swing over baddies, pits and spikes. It makes it even easier to pull off those satisfying speedruns where you finish the level in one graceful, uninterrupted dash before grabbing a 3-star score and rising to the top of the leaderboards. It also has all the great features of the original, like ghosts and loads more content. It's an easy recommendation, really. How has this never happened before? How did no one come up with this clever genre mashup until now? What I'm really asking is, why has there never been an endless shmup until Chilingo published shooter Abyss Attack? It just seems kind of obvious now. So Abyss Attack is a shooter where a steampunk submarine fires laser beams at jellyfish and neon-coloured seaweed, but it also keeps going on forever, and your job is simply to stay alive for as long as humanly possible. It's all perfectly playable. Sure, your gun is a bit wimpy and the controls aren't pinpoint precise, but there are fun power-ups, and the Jules Verne-inspired world is nice. But it also has the usual spate of endless runner tropes, like a shop full of upgrades, Facebook support, and the whole "you died, do you want to pay 350 gems to keep going?" I truly wouldn't be surprised if this game turned free to play in a matter of days, so I say sit tight for a little while longer. Gleamer was going so well. It's a very modest little indie game about a square that bounces on boxes and picks up stars before exploding into a particle effect. You only land on blue boxes because red boxes kill you, and it's an auto runner, so you have to consider your timing carefully. It was perfectly fine. I was kind of getting into it, but then I hit a few levels where you have to have such exacting timing and pixel perfect positioning that being a micron out of place will murder you immediately, and after about 6 identical deaths I gave up playing. The end. You should know what you're getting yourself into when you play a Worms game by now. You've got squeaky-voiced invertebrates, often named after your friends or your colleagues or characters from EastEnders, and they take turns trying to murder each other with increasingly unrealistic weapons. This new one has all the stuff you expect, including multiple single-player modes, asynchronous play online, and pass and play multiplayer, and some new additions too. There's this card system where you can play special cards to enact new parameters and dynamics. There are different types of worms, like Heavy and Scout. There's a survival mode, flying sheep, homing pigeons. All in all, loads of stuff, and it's, you know, just good old clean fashioned worms like fun.
No! No!
What happens when Ian falls in the machine? Well, you get a pretty basic endless falling game. All you really do in this one is guide Ian's decapitated bunts down a never-ending series of platforms, avoiding those buzz saws and collecting coins. It's kind of slight, it's kind of unremarkable. I'm not entirely sure why I'm even talking about it at all. Bye.